back to another episode of my Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty here on College Football 25. We are in week 9 of year 4, and we got another big game here. It has been a gauntlet of a schedule here for the Dogs. This one, at least, is at home, and we are coming off of a victory over Alabama. Pulled up the wrong game. Definitely a game that I feel like we pretty significantly outplayed Alabama, but the turnovers just really kept them in the game. Was not the best game from Leonard, obviously. 1 touchdown, 2 picks, threw for less than 200 yards. Got hurt with the drops, but we were able to run the football. So he had 5 drops there. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of just kind of wonky plays. Things that just didn't really work out. But we did come away with a 2-point victory on the road in a game that we desperately needed. Again, we're not in a do or die situation until if we were to lose another game. But it is just a lot of good teams right here in a row. You figure since we came off the bye, we've already played 3 ranked teams, with 2 of them being on the road. And then went to an Alabama team that's 4-4, but obviously still extremely talented. Now we get to host LSU ranked team, and we're facing what is likely to be a top 10 Florida team, depending on what they do this week in Jacksonville. So LSU, they are at 5-2. Don't know a whole lot about the team. Let's see though what they have. So they got off to a really good 4-0 start. Did lose to Arkansas. They beat Alabama by 10, and then they are coming off of a 3-point loss at home to Florida. You see their overalls at the top. Really, really solid. They've been okay in this series, but not anything to write home about. This might be the best season that they've had here so far. So let's take a look at the roster. They have Denton Hallman, up to 87 with the boost, redshirt sophomore. 21 touchdowns against 7 picks, so he's got a tendency to turn the ball over here a little bit, but also has some real highs here, a 5-touchdown game, 3-touchdown game with no picks in each of those. What is he, just out of curiosity? Former 4-star, I'm going to guess. Former 4-star quarterback. Not a sensational athlete, does have some agility and change of direction to him. The arm strength is just okay, but he is extremely accurate in the short intermediate game, can throw on the run. Good at breaking sacks, pretty solid under pressure. Trey Holiday is their top back here, a redshirt senior. They have Ugakwe behind him, incredibly fast, definitely has that high-end explosiveness. Gruber is behind him. But yeah, thing that stands out for Holly is that 98 change of direction. So while the top end is not exceptional, it can definitely make you miss in the hole and get extra yards that way. They got Kylan Billiot here, redshirt junior, former 4-star. What kind of stats has he put up here? Having a pretty good season, just barely missed the 1,000-yard mark last year. Pretty explosive. Jelani Watkins is, of course, extremely explosive. So definitely have to watch what we do in coverage. We have been burnt by guys this year. Ben Hasty is operating, looks like, as their wide receiver 3, either him or Kypreen. Shout out to the Tulane Dynasty on the channel. Good, solid player. Tight ends are okay, but definitely pretty athletic. Offensive line, nothing spectacular, but pretty solid all the way across. They are going to be without Leo Lincoln here, a true junior 4-star out with a torn bicep, so that one certainly hurts them. Got a good backup here in Ahmed Bro. John Bernal, I remember trying to recruit him. Missed out on that battle. Ended up being just a normal development, but a 4-star guy. Pretty well capped out, but a very, very solid player there. Deshaun Womack behind him. So pretty good in situation. Little young here on the interior. So may be able to run the football pretty successfully. Tylen Singleton, really good outside linebacker there. His backup is really strong. Good at middle linebacker. Good at outside linebacker with speed all around. Cardavius Rashid, redshirt freshman, 99 speed, already up to an 88 overall base, 89 with the boost. Really good player. Stamps, redshirt senior, pretty solid with good size. not an overly super fast group, but obviously Rashid is incredibly fast. And then Linder, whenever he gets a chance to play, is going to be very fast as well. They were going to be tough to find the deep shots here because their safety room pretty solid and pretty athletic. Definitely could be playing this game kind of in a box from certain standpoints. I don't think we're going to be able to take a whole lot of shots, but I do think we can run the ball on them. Big time matchup. It is at home. What is the kickoff for this? Game of the week here again for us. Second time we have had this at home. What time is kickoff? Let's see whether or not I want to wear the black jerseys again. 2:15 kickoff. We'll just rock the regular red jerseys for them. I do think LSU did get an updated away uniform. Should we, yeah, I guess we could just rock with their, you know what? Yeah, that'll look good, I think. Having them with their away uniforms. We'll just rock our regular reds. And let's see if Georgia can move to 7-1, continue to get farther and farther away from that loss. Try to get through this gauntlet and hope that, you know, as the schedule lightens up a little bit there in that back quarter of the season, maybe we can take advantage of that. I did not realize that was going to put us in our red uniforms. So we will just quickly back out and we will hop right back in. Do not want to be wearing the whites. I don't think I picked my playbook there again anyway. So, apologies. We'll be right back in there, though. Got to remember to go to this playbook here. So we're going to wear our reds. They're going to wear that. Okay, just want to make sure we're wearing the... Do a little red on purple action today. We'll get them to rock those. But yeah, again, trying to get through this gauntlet has been tough. It's been a really, really tough schedule so far this year for sure. But at least this game is at home. Looks like it's a little bit of weather, how we're just going to end up playing out. So definitely going to lean into underneath stuff. Trying not to drop the football. Take a shot if we get an opportunity to. Try to run the football, though. Take a little bit of pressure off our redshirt freshman quarterback. It's been really good in spots, but it's been turnover-prone in spots. The wide receiver room hasn't helped him at times for sure. We've gotten a lot of drops this season, including from our tight end, Jaden Riddell. I think has 13 catches and 6 drops. See if that continues today. If so, we may start trying to take a look at maybe some of the younger guys. But it's going to be Georgia that is going to be starting off with the ball here as we are kicked away. Addington, redshirt freshman that has had a breakthrough season, really has a very defined role for us. Bars Tobias having, again, a great year yet again. Going to be among the leaders in rushing this season. Let's see how Georgia wants to get things started off here. They are going to open up in a 3-wide. Then Easy out there. Easy goes in motion. Going to try to drop this to Easy, and it's going to get just by. Got just enough of a block there on the outside. Ends up being a 9-yard gain. I'll go to a 2 tight end set here. A handoff to Tobias. Got good block in there. Didn't get as much as he should have. Kelton Smith kind of missed the block on the end around. But it's successful nonetheless. Georgia with a quick first down. 3 wide receivers now here all to the left side. Leonard takes the snap. Going to try to dump this off and does get it to Tobias, and he gets the block in. Tobias out of there with the screen of the first down. Getting the ball to the running backs here early, I think it's something that this team can really utilize, especially in this weather. Got a trio over here to the right side. Leonard's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Tobias. Gets good block in there. Explodes through, and it's a gain of 7. Now going to see Easy come out there. Leonard's going to take it. Going to try to dump this out to Riddell, who does catch it. Only gets a yard there, though. 3rd and 1. Sticking that same formation with Easy still out there. Leonard takes the snap. Going to get this over to Cantrell, and he just drops it. Georgia goes for that. Goes for this. And they do come out. 4th and 1. Tough one there. You never know with this rain what you're going to get. Leonard's going to take it. Gets that to Cantrell. He catches it this time, and he explodes. Cantrell inside the 20, inside the 15. Tried to get back to the outside, but Cantrell makes up for the drop with an explosive play there. Georgia on the move. Having a really good first drive here. Hunter takes it. It's going to be a handoff to Device. It's a nice job cutting through, a gain of 6. Number 1 off to a good start here. Easy now, back out there. Hunter takes it. It's going to be a handoff to him. Easy. It's a gain of 2, sets up a 3rd and 2. Leonard comes out. 3 wide receivers. Got Riddell in the slot. Leonard takes the snap. Going to get this to Tuggle, and Tuggle is going to drop it. Weatherman, you never know what you're going to get. They are going to send the kicking unit out here. Dostin. We'll have to pull this one pretty significantly. Kick is up, and the kick is good. That one unfortunately ended. Again, we talked about the drops. We knew that with the weather, this was going to likely be an issue. Had 2 on 3rd downs there on that opening possession. Tuggle probably scores a touchdown there on that play. Let's see how Georgia's defense has been a little up and down this year, especially when playing wide receivers that can create down the field. And LSU definitely has a couple of guys that can do that. So how does Georgia adjust to that? And of course, you got to stop the run. Had an up and down season when it comes to that. Holman comes out here and it's a pistol. 2 tight ends set. Going to be a handoff. Good run there. Green does finally bring him down, but it's a gain of 6. And now go 3 wide in the shotgun. Going to be a halfback base. Only wrap him up there, but it's going to be a 3rd and 2. And I don't think with this wide receiver group you're going to see a whole lot of press coverage. Going to trust their guys just to make plays. That one underneath. Nobody there. Colin Jones not in the right spot. Left it off to the tight end. Holman's able to get a 1st down here for the Tigers. 3 wide receivers now all on the right side. It is going to be a run. Do a good job turning him back inside. KJ and Jones there in on the tackle. 3 wide, a bit more of a base set here. It'll be a run again. Tries to get it to the outside, but Jay Crawford, Auburn transfer, had a really nice season. Kind of a stack look over here on the left. I'm gonna dump that underneath, big hit delivered by Crawford back to back. Really nice plays there. LSU's gonna have to punt. Georgia's gonna get the ball back. Pretty solid punt. Aidington just gonna call for the fair catch. Georgia's back out on offense now. Let's see. Will they decide to attack here on this 1st down? 1st and 10 at their own 18. Leonard's going to send Tuggle in motion. Try to set up the screen. They're all over it, though. Thought he might drop out, and instead ends up being a loss of yards here. So they go 3 wide. Riddell in the slot. Leonard's going to take the snap. We're trying to throw that over to Riddell. Makes an excellent catch there. Gutsy, big-time throw as well from Leonard. Okay, we get that to Riddell. A little man spot here. Leonard's going to take it. He's going to hand off to Bias. He's going to get through the line. Try to get that all the way to the outside. Decided to play it safe, of course, and get the 1st down. They stick in that same formation. Leonard takes it. It's a crack toss out to the outside. Tapped up in the backfield there by John Bernal. Now, let's see. Georgia decides to attack back. Leonard's going to take the snap. He's going to get sacked again. Just hold on to it. Big time sack there. It's now 3rd and 17. What does Georgia do here? Probably just going to try to keep things safe, I would guess. Little play action. Going to try to get this to Tuggle, and Tuggle's going to catch it, and Tuggle is going to get an 18-yard gain when they needed 17. Nice there for Georgia, able to get that conversion. Leonard takes the snap. Cantrell beats his guy off the line. He catches it and slowly drops it. Drops have been just a killer for this team. Leonard's going to take it. Going to try to dump this over to Easy. He does get it to him. Lynn able to take that for a gain of 6. It's up a 3rd and 4. Never know what you're going to get. Cantrell has been really good, but certainly does have his problems with drops. Easy goes in motion. Leonard takes it. Gets this over to Dallas, who's going to get the first down there. Leonard been really good, 8 for 11. All 3 of his incompletions have been drops. End of the first quarter, Georgia up 3-0. Playing really well on offense so far. The drops have certainly been a killer. A couple of sacks as well. Leonard not wanting to make any, big mistakes, trying to take care of the football. Even if that means having a little bit more, having more, of those sacks. Leonard go 4 wide. It's a handoff to Easy. Bounces off the guy. Makes that sets up a 2nd and 1. Good time play there. I'll go 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, each to the left side. Leonard's going to take it. He's just going to hand it off to Bias. Does a really nice job again just getting forward. 6 carries, 25 yards for him. Leonard takes the snap. Going to take another sack. There's nobody getting open. 3rd sack there. Tried to make a quick read, didn't like the look he ended up getting. Actually got sacked there by Nick Chubb. 2nd and 20. Leonard takes the snap. Tries to get that over the middle. Thankfully, that one was intercepted. Thought he might be able to squeeze that in behind the linebacker. That one could have been a really bad decision and a costly one. 3rd and 20. Leonard takes the snap. He's got Addington with a chance. He'll have to go up and get it. He does not. Ends up falling incomplete. Leonard almost throws an interception the play before. That time did give Addington a chance to make a heroic play. Was unable to do so. Not a great punt. LSU will start off at their own 17. The sacks starting to become a problem here early on. LSU comes out in a 2 tight end set. It's a play action. We're going to dump this over there to his running back. Falls incomplete. Jones all over it. Right at the 10-minute mark here in the 2nd quarter. It'll be a handoff. Able to break to the outside. Gets a 1st down. Ollie's been impressive so far today. 3 wide receivers. Going to be a handoff to him again. Breaks another tackle there at Crawford. Ends up getting a gain of 8. Doing a nice job. Going to be a quick little RPO. Get that out to Billiot, I believe. Nope, that's Watkins. Lonnie Watkins is a super speedy player. Do not want to get him. They want to get him the ball in space. I do not want that to happen. What they got here, 2 tight end looks, going to be a run all the way to the right side. They force him to cut back inside, and they finally surround him, but it's still a 2-yard gain. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers here. Send Watkins in motion. Be a play action, going to try to dump it off to him, and he just beats Jones to the spot. It's to the outside. That's that explosiveness he has. It's tough to replicate, and it's tough to stop. 2 tight ends. I figure they go right back to the run here. It's going to be a false start. Georgia's crowd able to impact LSU's offensive line there. 1st and 15. LSU putting together a good drive here, though. Now try to spread Georgia out. Holman takes it. It's going to be a handoff. This time Jordan Hall wraps him up right at the line of scrimmage. Senior's been a great player for Georgia. Now go 4 wide receivers out there on the field. And it's still going to be a run. This is a draw play. Big time hit there from Cole. It's a gain of 7 for Holly is taken down. It's now a 3rd and 8. And it is going to be a draw, and Jordan Hall makes the play there again. They are going to attempt a field goal here. It's a big one, 60 yards. See what kind of leg the young man has. Looks like he's got the leg, but does not have the accuracy, and Georgia's going to take over in a really good spot here at their own 43. Georgia's had problems giving up some pressure here. Try to run that with Tobias. He's wrapped up for a loss of a yard there. Deshaun Womack comes off the edge. Three wide receivers. Leonard sends Addington in motion. Take the snap. We'll try to get this to Cantrell and just make sure he grabs it since it's 3rd and 5. So far, the running backs have been really good catching the football. I've had some other guys with some drops along the line. They send Dallas in motion. Going to try to get him to the edge here, and he does turn it up. Nice 1st down play there. Ain't going to drop those very much. Leonard takes the snap. We'll try to get this to Dallas. That one luckily falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Probably being a little bit more pass happy than they need to be here. Leonard takes it. Going to get this over to Riddell, and he drops it. The drops, man, they're killing him. I might need to take a look at. I mean, he just drops so much. We got rain, but even trying to possession catch that one, I mean, that's a tough look. What is his catching like? 88 catch. Catching traffic's an 85. I mean, golly. Just drops everything. Really want to try DeMarco Waller, but we're going to hold off right now, but it's a 3rd and 10. We had that play set up nicely. 3rd and 10. Leonard takes the snap. We get this to Cantrell, and he drops it. I mean, Georgia just dropping everything with their receivers. Cannot ask for more than what Kevin Leonard is doing right now. Punts it, got a decent one. Able to knock him down into 3 Evans with that big time speed there from that cornerback room. Able to jump down there and get the stop. It's a run to Holly. Nice shot there by McNabb getting across and getting the stop there. Drops are just killing Georgia. Going to be a read option this time. Holman not the most athletic. It's a gain of 4 out of that. Sophomore out of Mississippi wearing the number 0. Got a stack here on the right side, tight end in. Do drop back to pass, and he's going to try to scramble, and it puts Georgia in a bad spot, but LSU, the same way Georgia did, ends up dropping a big-time third down there. Georgia's already had 3 third-down conversions, taken away from them because of the drops. And look at the return from Addington. Make 2 guys miss there. Puts Georgia in a really good spot. For Georgia, I don't know how you don't essentially just try to run the football down their throat here. See if you can make it happen. It's going to be a carry to Easy. Good run there, a gain of 7. Yeah, I mean, at this point, right now you're not showing that you can throw the football because they're not showing that they can catch it. Leonard, rat toss again, and Bernal just makes another heroic play there. 3rd and 8. Not like this 3rd down situation here for Georgia. Leonard. Tuggle's in motion. Gonna get that over to Tuggle. He's gonna get the block in. Gonna set up at 4th and inches. It is bad weather. LSU calls a timeout, saving Georgia a little bit of time here. I think they're gonna go for it though. Bad weather in the rain. It'd be a 50-yard field goal. They're gonna leave Tobias out there, and it's a handoff to Tobias. It's a big hole up the middle. Now Georgia's gonna take the timeout. Now let's see if they can get something cooking on the offensive end. Leonard takes the snap. Going to try to lob this one for Cantrell, and he drops it again. Georgia is wanting to take these big shots. They are just not. They're just not getting the help they need from their receivers. Leonard takes the snap. We'll try to get that screen over to Easy. He does. He does break a tackle there. It's a gain of 3. Georgia will take the 2nd timeout. Leonard, 3 wide receivers. He takes the snap. He's just going to throw it away. Georgia will kick a field goal here again. The weather is making this a defensive battle here. I think Georgia would be well in control of this one if it was not for that. Jadowski's kick hits the upright, does not get over enough. LSU takes over. Georgia just up 3-0, and they have statistically dominated this game. Dump this off underneath, wrap them up there. Georgia on the play-by-play perspective has, really crushed this game. We go into halftime. Georgia's up just 3-0. They probably have 200 passing yards of drop passes so far. That's been the thing that's killing them. To me, they're severely outplaying LSU. But you can't, you're dealing with this level of drops is just insane. Even with the weather. Leonard's got 10 incompletions. Let's see how many of those are drops. 1, 2, 3, and Cantrell has 4 all by himself. So 7 drops out of 10 incompletions have been just strictly that, and Cantrell has dropped a couple of big plays. Let's see what they can do. Got to keep playing good here on offense. On defense, because the offense is definitely struggling. Do not like this setup here. It'll be an RPO and hands off to Ollie. Almost gets a 1st down there. Green just could not chase him down. 2nd and inches now. Watch and make sure we're not giving up big plays over the top. Instead, it's just a big gain there on the ground. Hooks comes up and makes the tackle. A couple of nice runs to start things off. Doing a nice job of really spreading Georgia's defense out. It's going to be a draw play. Holly with a big run here again. The only couple of times they've stopped him on the ground have been because guys have really just made plays. Jordan Hall in particular has had a couple of really nice plays against the run. Be a handoff. At that time, McLeod and Hall both get back there, and that's now a 3-yard loss. Now you can kind of work with something here. Second and 13. Drop. He's got nowhere to throw it. He's going to take a big sack there. Justin Williams, Jordan Hall, out of Najee Green. All look like they got a hand on Holman there. Finally, just great covers. They're finally able to get to him. Back him up. So 3rd and 19. That's going to be another sack. McLeod and Green get back there. Sacks on back-to-back plays. Back LSU up a little bit. Georgia should have an opportunity to have pretty decent field position here. Kick is away. Again, Georgia has not lost a game at home since the 2019 season. They got upset by South Carolina. 1st and 10. Two tight ends. Leonard's a handoff to Tobias. Gain of 3. Wide receivers this time. Easy's in the backfield. It's a handoff to Easy. Just gets a couple there. 3rd and 5. Leonard takes it. Cantrell again. This time Cantrell is going to bring it in and scores a touchdown as Georgia finally able to hit that deep shot they have looked for a couple of times here. And Cantrell has had the opportunities to make the plays. He hasn't done it until he does. Leonard, absolutely beautiful ball. Left the corner in one-on-one coverage, and Cantrell just runs right by him. Cantrell beats him off the line. Jadowski's kick is up, and it's good. Unfortunately, he missed a field goal that would be up 13 now. Let's see. 10-0 here for Georgia with the lead. And so far, their defense playing really well. And they keep that up, though. Need more good play from this defensive line. That's the big key here. Will be a RPO out there, able to wrap up Billy, but it's again a 6 on that play. Holman has barely thrown the ball today. Will be a run, able to stuff him, but it is going to be a 1st down, gain of 4 there. Tobias 32 yards on 10 carries. A couple of those crack tosses have really not worked. Bernal has really done a nice job on those snaps, grabbing him up, and that is a big-time run there. Another 1st down, 16 carries, 86 yards. Georgia's really trying to play against, trying not to allow those big shots. What that does is lead to you playing a little bit farther back with your linebackers. Not doing a good enough job consistently getting into the backfield. You got to stick your head in there. There you go. And he breaks the tackle. Crawford thankfully cleans it up, makes it a 3rd and 5. Holly did a nice job getting an extra yard or 2 out of that he should not have. 3rd and 5 here. Run plenty of draws. This is not a draw, and he just works his way across and gets big-time blocking. Crawford able to run him down, but he's inside the 20. 19. Big play there. Huge. 3rd down conversion. Tried to run with him across the middle. He just made the play. It'll be a run. Wrapped up. Gain of 3. They're trying to do a better job of sticking their nose in there on these run plays. Creates an RPO look. Williams could not run him down. That somehow is a 1st down still. LSU. Georgia might get aggressive here. Oh, that one wide, and this is just dropped. No reason, no good reason at all for that one to be dropped. We've had a couple of those, though. Trying to get that over, dropped again. Their tight end has had a couple of drops today. Very similar to some of Georgia's receivers. What Georgia tries to do here. Gonna get that underneath Jones right there on the tackle. LSU's gonna send out their kicker. I'm not so sure it's not worth it. How much you've struggled on offense today. Not worth maybe trying to get that touchdown, but you have to have the second score anyway. Into 3 games. Really nice response there for Holman. Had to throw the ball pretty good bit there and made some big plays. None bigger than that 3rd and 5 conversion. They gained about 30 yards. Georgia now back out on offense. They're just going to hand it off to Tobias. It's a gain of 4 out of that. Now go 3 wide. Hand off to Tobias again, cuts that to the inside and gets a first down. Could maybe cut that to the right. Georgia is trying to get yards. 3 wide receivers. Leonard's a handoff to Tobias again. Finishes strong. Gain of 7. Tobias now a little banged up here for sure. Swap in McGinnis now. Put the power back. Just make sure that McGinnis is in there for that too. Give him some look. Right now Tobias is definitely banged up. 2nd and 3. Leonard going to take the snap. Going to stand there, just going to try to throw it like Cantrell, make a play, but he throws out of bounds. First legitimately bad pass he's made pretty much the whole game. Let's see. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends there on the right side. Reed McGinnis, they are going to hand it off to number 28. Going to get stopped. It's a 4th and 2. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. Georgia has shown that they can run the football. It's the middle of the field, the defense has played well. LSU, though, just put together a really solid drive. What do you do here? Got a feeling Georgia's going to want to be aggressive. Now, Ennis is quickly banged up himself. Let's see what they can see what look we get. 4th and 2. Leonard takes the snap, hands it off to number 28. McGinnis is going to get the first down. Big time play for him. Georgia gets aggressive with their former 5-star running back. It's a handoff to Easy. Falls forward for a gain of 4. Georgia's trying to make this work. Leonard, 4 wide receivers, takes the snap. Going to get that over to Cantrell, but gets knocked away. Luckily, that one didn't get intercepted, to be honest with you. Oh, these are just not. Offense has just been really hit or miss so far in this one. It's a 3rd and 6. Tuggle comes in motion. We'll run that screen to him. Gets decent blocking. Will set us up 4th and inches. Georgia's already gone for it once. Here, I think they're going to go for it again. 4th and inches. LSU's 42. And you run the football. It's a handoff to Easy. Gets the blocking he needs and gets the first down. This game is essentially being played in a phone booth right here. Leonard's going to take the snap. Going to get this underneath the Tuggle. Going to get a lot, but gets 6 on that. Leonard's been a lot better in his stat line. They are doing a lot of pressing here. Carry to Easy, gets up the field, gets the first down. Back to the pistol, 2 tight end set. Georgia running a lot of clock off here. They're in a really good spot here to get some points potentially. Leonard's going to be a handoff to McGinnis. The gain of 2 there. What do? Just know they want to create. Another big play shot down the field. A bunch. Leonard's going to take the snap. It's this to Cantrell. Gets up the field. Tries to juke his way to the outside, but does get the first down. He's got 4 drops, and he still has 4 catches for 110 yards. Just makes plays. Leonard takes the snap. I'm going to try to get this over to Tuggle. Oh, he brings it in. What a play and a throw over to number 2. Tuggle gets on the board here for Georgia. It's an excellent play. They're able to get that to the outside. Set it up. I don't know if that was necessarily man-to-man. The guy did not run with him, so it must have just been a cover 2, but they really played hard underneath. Safety just could not get over there. Tuggle able to make a great catch there. Gets hit there late, but is able to extend Georgia's lead. Trying to fight through the struggles that the rain has brought. 17-3, a 15-play, 6.5-minute, 74-yard drive. Big time there from Georgia. Leonard now with 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. Did have one that certainly could have been intercepted. And Georgia's defense rise up again here. LSU had a really nice response on that last drive, and now you're in a situation you can't run it quite as much. They do go 4 wide. Quick RPO, nice play there. Georgia's got to watch that run consistently. Hasty there, able to get the first down. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Holman takes it. Going to try to run like a bit of a counter power play there. Sometimes they call those, at least what looks like weird to me. They look like counters, but they consider them powers. Going to be a run. It's a big one with great blocking. Ollie with a big carry there. Up over the century mark. LSU has done a nice job with their game plan of, trying to just run the football as much as possible, and it works. But then as soon as they kind of get wrapped, great play there from Holly. Nice for Williams to come up, or maybe Cole, come up and get that hit. Jordan Hall had him wrapped up. Waiting on Georgia to create a turnover. They do send the running back out. And nowhere, he dumps it off underneath. Holly, great tackle by Crawford. 1-on-1, it's now a 3rd and 3. Wide. Oh, they set up the screen. And Georgia cannot get to him. I believe it was Jones overran that play. Yep. Overran it. They're able to sneak that screen inside him there. Make the play. It'll be a draw this time, and they bit the wrong spot. Ollie able to step over Bolden. Then gets hit by hooks. Does get brought down. 2nd and 2. It's a pass. Dump that off underneath. Quick tackle. It looks like it's going to be a roughing the passer on McLeod. It'll be a first down. A lot of clock, though, running off for LSU here. Down 2 touchdowns. It's going to be a handoff to Holly. Holly has changed the direction. Gets a first down off of that. Going to be a throw. Try to throw that in the back of the end zone. Peel knocks it away. Almost threw like a back shoulder there. Able to get it done, though. See what they can do here. Throw the screen. Georgia gets quick pressure. Third and goal. Nowhere for Holman to go. He just throws it away. LSU's got to go for it. For the game. It's going to be a throw. He's being chased, nowhere to go, and he takes a disastrous sack in Georgia. Mario Yates out there gets the sack. Him and McLeod combined there. Barring something catastrophic, Georgia's going to get another win here. Despite some offensive deficiencies due to the weather and drops and how that impacts the game. In a really, really nice spot here now. It's another handoff to McGinnis. It'll be a 3rd and 3. Take it to the 2-minute warning. Can Georgia now get another first down? He's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Easy, who's going to get the first down. LSU now starting to call timeouts, but the time is wearing thin here. Georgia just doing what needs to be done. Leonard, it's another handoff to Easy. It's a gain of 7. LSU calls another timeout. Second and 7 to go 3 wide. McGinnis is now out there. Dallas sent in motion. It's going to be a jet pass to Dallas. Try to create a little confusion there. But she does a nice job to bring them down. It's now a 3rd and 6. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't just put this ball in Leonard's hands and see if he can make something happen. Leonard going to take the snap. Going to get this to Dallas, who's going to get the first down underneath by the skin of his teeth. Georgia now is going to officially just underneath, throws a bullet. Dallas catches it. He's falling away from it. Leonard now is going to take a knee, in Georgia 17-3, a defensive battle here in the rain. But they're able to get the job done, get another top 25 victory, hopefully for just the strength of schedule. Look, LSU does not fall out. Leonard, absolutely the player of the game, because it was more of a collective effort from the defense, but you figure Leonard over 230 yards, 2 passing touchdowns when he had so many drops. I mean, literally probably left 100 to 150 yards on the passing game today. Thought the way the passing game operated, was great. The results didn't always match what we were able to do there, but we're able to get the job done. 17-3. Georgia gets it done. Get 2 second-half touchdowns. Easily outgained LSU. Yeah, big time. Thought Leonard was really good. 19-31, 234, 2 touchdowns. Of course, that doesn't tell the whole story. Tobias definitely was banged up there towards the end of the day. Did not have, for a lot of that second half, did not play. He was okay. Wasn't great run blocking on a couple of plays that really hurt his average. But 23 of his 50 yards came after contact. Easy had a nice day. McGinnis had a clutch 4th down conversion for us. Nitro Togo 5 for 48 and a touchdown, had a drop. Dallas 4 for 26, had a drop. Cantrell 4 for a $110 and a touchdown. He had 5 drops. Definitely a struggle from the guy that is our clear #1 wide receiver. Easy 3 for 18 out of the backfield. Riddell 2 for 12. I did have a really clutch catch for him, and then Tobias had a 20-yard as well. But yeah, you look at this. 5 drops for Cantrell, 8 in total for the game. Out of Leonard's 10, 12 incompletions. He was really, really good. The offensive line certainly looked okay on direct, straight up the middle runs. Struggled some in pass protection, particularly along the left side, and kind of on the interior. Really, I guess it was right guard. Kelvin Smith gave up 2. But anything we ran to the outside, they really stuffed it out. Crawford, 11 tackles. Thought he had a really, really nice game. Might actually give him the thumbnail for this one. Cole, felt like was okay. Hooks came up and really made some tackles. Jordan Hall had a couple of clutch plays. McLeod continued to put up a great season. Bolden there, tackles for losses, had 3 each from Hall and McLeod. Yates with the big half sack for him. Justin Williams out of Najee Green making plays. Yeah, no interceptions on either side, no turnovers, just a lot of drops on each side. As we take a look at Hallman, 11 for 19, just 93 yards passing. Holly had a huge game, 140 on 24 carries, but did not find the end zone. They also got struck with the drop bug here a little bit. They had 4, including 3 from their tight end, Rayshawn Handy, who is a really good athlete. But yeah, nothing at all explosive from their passing game. The offensive line, I thought, did a great job for the most part protecting Hallman and, of course, creating big holes in that run game. Defensively, we got away with 1 bad decision that could have easily been intercepted. I think these guys did okay. I mean, they did a nice job on the front 7 at, stopping the run for a lot of it, but gave up way more holes than they should have as far as the passing game. Definitely a little aggressive, but Bernal was really impressive. Reggie Webb had a pretty good game here, of course. 2 tackles for loss, a sack and a half. Nick Chubb, sophomore, cornerback, actually had a sack there as well, but they were not able to force us to turn the football over. I'm going to just get some thumbnail stuff while I keep talking to y'all. But yeah, I do think that for the most part, I think we could have beaten them a lot worse than what this ended up being. Let's find something here for Crawford. Who's over here? Let's see if I can just get a little something. It got to be nothing crazy. Yeah, I mean, definitely good to just continue to get these big victories. Then we just need a little something. Maybe get that pass over to Tuggle. Maybe that's something we can just kind of create a thumbnail out of. Just maybe something like that, just kind of be in the background. 17-3 though. I mean, got a real tough, hard-nosed victory. A lot of defense being played there, of course, and yeah, close to getting another upgrade there for the coach. And let's see what goes on in the week. Of course, recruiting is pretty much done. But still going after a couple of guys. There's Zach Gibbs. I'm planning on doing some things with our quarterback room this offseason. So looking to grab another guy. Of course, we already do have a quarterback commit. Florida wins, so that's going to be a top 5 matchup down in Jacksonville. What a cocktail party that'll be. Let's take a look now at the top 25 scores from last week. Had Washington State over Wake Forest, A&M over Ole Miss, Clemson big over SMU, Houston over Iowa State, USC over Illinois, Miami over Virginia Tech, big-time ACC matchup there. Oklahoma over Kentucky. LSU does fall out of the top 25. I think that's a good football team, though, just maybe lacking a little bit in their passing game. But it's hard. It's always hard to say when you're playing in the rain. Had Louisiana Tech over New Mexico State. Had Georgia Tech over North Carolina. So that's looking like a top 25 matchup there as well at the end of the year. Ohio State over Michigan State. Notre Dame over Navy. UAB continue to play well here with the victory over Tulane. Louisiana over Texas State. Penn State over Oregon. Oregon falling apart this year, just at 4-5. It's crazy. Penn State, though, undefeated, number 1 overall in the country. Cincy over Baylor on the road. Washington over Maryland. Michigan over UCLA. Texas Tech over UCF. Rutgers over Northwestern. Florida over Auburn, and Duke over Louisville. So we should not be. Oh, we are. Awards watch list. We'll take a look at the Heisman, just kind of see where things are currently standing. Braylon Staley, super fast wide receiver. Shout out to Mr. Hurricane, was obviously a big part of his Buffalo dynasty. Transferred over to Tennessee, having a great year apparently. John Hicks, former top quarterback prospect there for Penn State, playing well. Frank Zeitler for them. Kayshawn Robinson, Dylan Raiola as a senior, of course, is still there. Had coming off a good game in their loss to Wisconsin. Let's take a look at the award watch list. See, we have Player of the Year. Probably not going to have anybody. We do not. Head Coach of the Year. We are not there. Best quarterback. Just too many turnovers, of course, here. Norris Sellers, look at him. Nice work. Would have really loved to have been able to bring him in, but he did not want to come to school here. DJ Lagway, who, of course, we're about to play right now, is top for that award. Defensive Player of the Year is either going to go to Adonijah Green or Xavier McLeod, it looks like. Jordan Hall making his way on that list. Defensive Back of the Year, Chris Peel is the one that we have there. 2 pick sixes, a pick six, interception, had some decent stats, will kind of get you there, but I would say he's been far from our best defensive back this year. Running Back of the Year, Tobias is there. Has had some slow weeks, though, so probably not going to win this one again. It's always good to also see, some real-life players still being here. And, of course, there's some of these former top recruits as they're getting their opportunities to make a name for themselves. Like this guy, Cam Walters, just a guy from the game. Let's see, wide receiver of the year. Cantrell, just too many drops, but some good names here. Lombardi, got several guys up for this, but we do not have the leader for this one. Amani Efal? Kind of a weird name. Don't know if I've ever seen that before. DJ Lagway up for that. Najee Green, Jordan Hall for defensive end of the year. Best interior lineman, Marquise Easley, who, of course, we are playing at center this year because I'm expecting him to go pro. Getting him some snaps there at center as our starter this year. Best tight end, Wardell, way too many drops, or he probably would be in this list because his stats would be much better. This is one, of course, we have won twice already in this series. Broyles Award, we'll have somebody that ends up here at the end of the season. Linebacker of the year, Justin Williams, redshirt junior. I think there's a very strong chance he ends up going pro. Has been really good as like a Swiss Army knife for us, kind of the way that Georgia plays Jalen Walker, or played Jalen Walker in real life, where he does some stand-up stuff and also gets after the passer. Best center, nobody there. Luke Rosa, not going to have anybody there. Best punter, not going to have anybody there. And best returner, not going to have anybody there. So we got a couple of guys kind of mixing in around there, particularly on defense, of course. Again, take a look at our stats. Kellen Leonard, 23 touchdowns against 10 picks. Got away with a throw that game, but I do feel like we did a nice job with him, being precise, making the right reads. Just did not get a lot of help there from his receiver play in that game. I do think there was a outside chance that we could have really beaten LSU very, very badly in that game. If we, just catch the football. Of course, with me, you're not going to ever see a whole bunch of running from the quarterback. Tobias, it's been great, just has not been as good as he was last year. We've mixed in more running back carries for everybody else, still 5.5 a pop. He's been all over that. Yards after contact, still great, just not getting quite the sheer number of touches that he did last year. But, again, still been really good. I mean, heading into the LSU game, he was on a tear with 5 touchdowns over 3 games. Got a little banged up in that one, though, so we wanted to keep him healthy. Cantrell, just the drops is all it really is with him. He had a bunch of drops last year. Of course, he's been a lot better this year, but 5 in that rain game really hurt. Of course, he's still operating as our top wide receiver. But, yeah, definitely was good to, despite the drop, see him put up a big yardage performance. Because he continues to find the end zone. It's 4 games in a row that he's found one, but the yardage has certainly kind of been on the decline here over the last month or so. Got the nice rebound game there. Good to get Tuggle into the end zone just a second time this year. Really like the way that play ended up developing. Dallas, of course, continues to get used. I don't know. The Addington, he didn't end up with a catch that game, did he? I didn't take. I know a big like shot to him. Nope, did not end up with a catch. Only it's the first time all year he has not caught at least a pass. Of course, he has been a big play machine for us this year. Blocking kind of is what it is. Crawford leading the way in tackles here. Our top five are Crawford, Jones, Bolden, Cole, and Hooks. If there's somebody in particular you want to see, you can pause it. As I go down to everybody that does have a tackle. Tackles for loss, McLeod, Hall, Green leading the way in double digits there. Sacks, you got 7 for Green, 4.5 for McLeod, 4 for Williams, 2 for Hall. Kind of shocking. He just never, I want to say he didn't have a ton of sacks last year, but is a machine. He had 9.5. So, okay. Yeah, so he's had a couple of really nice seasons getting after the quarterback, but Green has definitely taken over that role. But he continues to be a menace getting into the backfield and making plays. Just not quite as great as he has been the past couple of years. Interception still Chris Jones and Chris Peel leading the way there. Host of guys there with 1. Kicker were 4 for 7 from field goals, which is never good, and have missed an extra point. Lozano continues to do Lozano things there as a punter. But the next time I see you guys in this series, we will be taking on DJ Lagway in the Florida Gators. Obviously, monster matchup. There's a lot to this from a college, from a CFP bracket standpoint. Neither one of these teams right now are the front runner in the SEC. That belongs to Oklahoma, who we have lost to. So both of these teams, really need to keep winning. Obviously, you still have the SEC championship game that can do a lot of things for you. But like right now, a loss could put you on the outside looking in just because of the automatic qualifiers and the like. But yeah, next time I see you guys in this series, big time matchup. Really, really excited to see if we can take them on. They have recruited extremely well. They have developed extremely well. And certainly excited to see what that game becomes. But yeah, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Check out my Tulane Dynasty and my Atlanta Hawks franchise also on the channel. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, peace.